All right, it's time to take a look at today's newspapers, and reviewing the papers with us is the CEO of CKN News, Kehinde-Nwandu. Good morning to you and thank you for joining us.
Morning, Chris. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Let's get to it. The Punch newspaper is the first one. Major story here is defections. God will continue to fish out bad eggs among us, says Buhari. President's vacation, ploy to remove Saraki, Kehinde-Nwandu. PDP alleges.
Mr. President.
We're officially bringing God to the politics now.
God is coming to the politics. Well, I would like to say fortunately or unfortunately, he has been with them for over 3 years, more than that. If he's just realizing now that
they are bad eggs.
Bad eggs are enemies within the house. Well, and it's part of politics anyway.
It is.
But there's nothing surprising about what is happening because this happened in 2014. It's just a replay of what has been happening. And that you can be rest assured that after this again, politicians will always realign. And most of the time, it's not for the common good of the common man. It's for their own personal interest. And when they feel that the heat is up and they are not getting what they so desire, and wherever they are, they always move.
I just hope Nigerians are able to look deep into these things to understand that, just like you said, it's not necessarily all about the average Nigerian.
It's not.
And
it's not.
when in 2014, they benefited from all these defections and they were able to come together to win government.
Exactly.
And then at this time, when the tables turn, then it is that all of them are bad eggs, and God is going to fish out all the bad eggs.
That's politics.
That is when Nigerians should really look at.
That is what.
So in essence, the electorate should be smart.
Yeah, the electorate should be
and not fall for politics of infrastructure.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll go to the top of the paper. Serap gives NYSC 7 days to provide information on Adeosun. The government is still silent on the allegation leveled against the finance minister for allegedly forging NYSC certificates.
Sincerely, it's rather unfortunate because it's only in this part of the divide that you see such happening across the globe. And that is, we always turn ourselves to a laughing stock among the Committee of Nations, because if you have an allegation, it's still an allegation. And for goodness sake, I served in 1990 in Kwara State, in my youth service, and I knew my mates. Okay, I was a platoon leader. I was platoon leader 13 at Ipata.
But she got exemption.
No, I'm saying right. Good. Now, she finally came out, and people say you did not serve. You know, and that you were exempted. Then you must be up to 30 for you to be exempted from NYSC. That is basic.
But she was 22.
So that is it. So why would she be exempted? But even if it was, and she has it, let us see it. And who gives such? That doesn't need to take. I believe that is why I always say, because whatever is happening will still, it will have a dent on the image of the government. It's not just about her now. And that is where the president and the powers that be should be proactive,
especially with the continuous silence.
But this is not the first, this is not the second, this is not the third. When it comes to the issues that can dent the integrity of the government.
But it's not good enough.
All right, let's just quickly sweep through the remaining stories. Security chiefs meet Buhari, demand more weapons. FG spent 49 billion naira to feed pupils in 2 years. Presidency stuck in there. Wrestling power from Buhari will be tough. Galadima. FG set to increase NYSC members' allowance.
Alawi.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
19,800.
Yes.
And they need to
already more than the minimum wage.
Yeah, well, if you know what these guys go through, you especially those of them who are far away from home, they go through a whole lot of. You know, the beauty of NYSC during our old days, as I used to say, people is that when we leave the camp, or I'm leaving my area of primary assignment, which was Kaba then, what I normally do is just wear our camouflage. And you come and they just give free rides.
It makes you stand out. It makes
you see that cap, when you put on that cap, and we get to the park, they say, oh, it's a copper, please. And you'll be surprised, compassion, and they give us the preferential treatment. Then those of them that were lucky enough to marry fellow coppers, we are giving.
I think it still happens. I think it's still happens.
If coppers marry each other, you know. All right, let's move forward to the Nation newspaper now. Buhari tells Saraki other defectors, you're bad eggs. The PDP seals deal with 39 parties, and Wamako hits Tambuwal. Wamako is saying that Tambuwal's defection is one of the worst political decisions he has ever made in his life. And Kwara PDP chief joins APC. All right, project states to get 489 billion naira refund. I think this is a good, but the point there is, Nigerians are still asking. This is long coming because some of the projects since Obasanjo administration,
yes.
And others in Yar'Adua administration.
Yes,
so why is it taking so long to refund?
It doesn't encourage most of them to do what is needful when it comes to that, and the rest of them. If there are projects that people embark on, there's need for them to be, to be reimbursed properly. Because when you go around, you see that a lot of our infrastructures, especially those under the purview of the federal government, are just going bad. There are some certain roads that are unpassable, and some even states have decided that, okay, let's put some palliative measures to it, and there's no. But their fear is always that at the end of it, they won't be able to.
Especially if you're not aligned to the center.
Yes, ultimately there has to be a standard. If you because there are mechanisms for verification.
If you
verify within a year or not more than a year or something, they should be refunded of all of that. All right, 6 Nigerians died during deportation from Cameroon. This is really troubling. Because Cameroon was forcing those Nigerians to return to their country.
And it's so sad because it has been happening over and over again. Either it's South Africa or say Cameroon. In one of I don't know why most of these countries, what they have against Nigeria. And the centerpiece of our foreign policy used to be Africa.
Exactly.
I don't know whether it's still. I don't know whether we still have that. But
well, it hasn't been changed.
And funny enough, I think Nigeria is one of the most accommodating countries in the world.
In the world, it's true.
Absolutely.
Mike, it will be difficult for you to walk out of this place and you know a Cameroonian or a Nigerian or a Chadian when you walk on the streets of Lagos. Because we all look alike, and we also, in fact, there was this, that somebody a few days ago I was talking to someone. I've known this guy for close to 15 years. I never knew the guy was a Ghanaian.
See?
I was shocked. The guy was bearing Samuel, whatever. I just think it's from one of these South. They just say, I say you. And we've been living. But when it comes to other countries, I don't know why they take so much in this thing.
But above all, is the way the Nigerian government reacts to these things.
Yes, exactly.
It seemed like on the next paper now, we're going to review where Wole Soyinka is saying that there's a cheapening of Nigerian lives.
I agree.
They've become so cheap because government doesn't do anything. They kill Nigerians anywhere. It's still, nothing happens.
And the most annoying part of it for me, yes, even if it's the truth, was what one of the special advisors to the president came out to say that, Nigerians are the ones killing Nigerians in South Africa. You don't make such categorical statements.
Should that statement even come from
that is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That is government. That is your government saying that is your people that are killing. Exactly. You don't say that.
A lot will say that was a misfire.
We've seen total misfire.
Yeah, I think we'll move to the next.
All right, so we'll go to the Daily Sun. The major story still on politics. PDP senators storm Abuja over plot against Saraki. Party alleges plan to forcefully reconvene Senate. Nigerians tired of opposition parties' lies. That's presidency. So it's getting really interesting what is happening in Abuja now, because they're saying that it is a plot, to remove
all of them are digging
the leaders of the Senate.
Yes.
Okay, so we move on. Police withdraw Imo Deputy Governor's security, seal official residence. My life in danger, Madumere is talking there.
But the man is still my state. Well, my state.
Your state,
my people.
My people.
Constitutionally, Madumere still remains the deputy governor.
Yes.
Because that of the newly appointed deputy governor, he has not been sworn in. There's a court ruling on that they should stay until that. So for now, the guy is still there. So I don't see any reason why his security should be withdrawn.
And then you wonder why the police is taking this step.
That is what we've been talking about, the police. The police always channels the energy where they are not supposed to. We have so many other things that bedeviling and the rest of them.
It just tells the crude ways in which we still apply law and enforcement.
Exactly, we don't. That is not the purpose. What is your issue in sealing up the man's place?
It also just tells you the police is not independent.
Then the police is biased, and that's what we've been crying. And that is why we've always said it, that the security apparatus, first of all, the security officers should first of all see themselves as patriots. They should see themselves first among equals. Not just they're not supposed to be bipartisan or in any form. I be partisan in
whatever. Those are the ideals. That's why there has to be, because Nigerians are now saying that there has to be deliberate policy. Move the police from under the presidency or whatever. Move it to the Ministry of Justice or something.
Maybe we have the Police Service Commission. We have the Police Service Commission.
Exactly.
That is supposed to. They are supposed to. Most of the directives are not supposed to come from the IG. That is a Police Service Commission that's supposed to be talking about discipline, promotion, welfare, and rest of them. Yes, those are the ones that handle the. And when you see anyone erring, even the IG can be questioned by the Police Service Commission. But what are they? Bread and butter.
It's okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Okay, it has to get better. We move down here. Soyinka hates Obasanjo. You are opportunist. Ex-president wants ADC against internal supremacy battle. Kalu, others appeal Justice Idris's ruling on no case submission. I offer myself in defense of democracy. Saraki, Senate President Tambuwal Otom attend PDP NEC meeting.
So it's MKO now.
Do you need water, man?
I think I need some water.
So it's MKO now.
But I still have my tea here. So.
You have your tea, Mike. So take a sip. Take a sip.
I need to take a sip.
MKO, the only person we know that has offered himself for democracy in Nigeria is MK Abiola. I don't know of any, and probably Kudirat as well. Maybe other one, I don't know. I don't know if Saraki is offering himself for democracy or sorry, but it's still part of politics. But one thing is clear: the man has made up his mind to move to PDP. He moved from PDP to APC, from APC to. What I just think we should do, and all the parties, whether APC, PDP, or whichever one, should come together for the benefit of Nigerians. If there are some pending cases or bills to be like the INEC budget that need to be done, that should be looked into. Because if anything happens, we just have a few days, close to less than 200 days to the election, thereabout. Irrespective of whatever differences they have, there's a common goal for us to achieve.
From reports we got, INEC is already sourcing for alternative source of
you cannot imagine that. So that shouldn't be. I don't think that should truncate that, irrespective of, because whether in PDP or APC, you will participate in that or come to that poll. And so, but reconvening the house is not the problem, because most of them feel that if that house is reconvened, there's a tendency for it to be a problem. Exactly. And there's only one person that has the power to reconvene, is the Senate President.
Exactly.
And but we are hearing that there is a plot now to reconvene.
There were a few days ago, but no matter what they do, it's in
as far as the law is concerned, no one can reconvene the House.
Only 74 senators can. Note that. Only 74 senators can remove Saraki. He can be elected by a few majority. In a very, very simple majority. But if you are going to remove him, you must be two-thirds of all senators
together.
So,
and I wonder if they're going to have that.
So what we are having now is more like the bull in the Chinese glass shop.
China shop.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to the Vanguard newspaper now. Impeachment threats shadow plans to reconvene National Assembly. There are issues pending for National Assembly to reconvene. APC lawmakers say there's nothing urgent to warrant reconvening. PDP lawmakers say that, so they're replying each other. All right, APC should be careful not to truncate democracy. PDP is saying that, and Saraki hasn't violated any law by defecting. Ahmed Raji, SAN, is saying that. All right, Saraki becomes national leader of PDP. Thanks party for accepting returnees. Okay, I think they're creating a room for national leader of the party now.
Yes.
They never used to have that.
No, normally what it used to be then during the, and I think that is what it's supposed to, that is what ought to be, I don't know. In those days, once the president, when a party, one becomes the president, automatically takes over
as the leader.
But it's the APC that now realize that the function of the party leader should be different from that, since the president is very, very busy. So they got a national party, somebody that has the clout that can be able to carry everybody along. That is right. So I think the PDP is trying to restore the line as the highest ranking member of that party. Automatically. The party leader used to be Kehinde-Nwandu, who was the,
yes,
he used to be the deputy.
But his defection now has
with the defection of the Senate president, he automatically, so they've created a seat for him automatically.
All right, defections. God will continue to fish out bad eggs amongst us. Okay, I think this makes us feel that maybe God is a member of the APC now.
After all, they committed Nigerians to the hands of God to solve the security
exactly. We're praying.
Okay.
We have 22 states, 53 senators, no more defections from the APC. Okorocha is saying that. And reports we're getting, what signals and vibes we're getting is no more defections, really. Those who are supposed to defect, no, stay within the party and bring it down from within.
So which is worse?
Exactly.
We are not too sure, because if the vibe coming out from some of the states already, you realize that there might be that. Look at what's happened in Kaduna. As of yesterday, Senator Sani, who everybody expected to be the #1 on the list, but decided to stay back because he said the Ashwaji spoke to him, Adams Oshomole spoke to him, and probably the president spoke to him. That was why he just he kept his powder dry. But yesterday, news came out again that he's still under suspension from Kaduna, from his words and the rest of them. If the Senate reconvene tomorrow, are you sure Sani will not try to defect?
These are the issues.
So those are the issues.
If he was spoken to by all the, all the leaders of the party, and there are no moves to reconcile he
at the
and
state
the
level.
governor,
that's what happened in Benue. The president, the national chairman of the party, spoke with Otom and gave him some level of assurance and the rest of them. When he got back to it, the leader said, "Oh boy, I don't tell you, say, this is your right card still there here. It's either you port to another club, look for another club to play with, either you move from...
And politics is practiced at the grassroots.
Barca to Real Madrid or whatever. But you know that you cannot play this team again." And the guy just said, it's a question of time. And it's his own personal survivor, political survivor.
Exactly.
How we'll be able to see that through is yet to be. So I think there should be some level of synergy between the parties, either from the national, once there's a directive from the national, and that is what I think Adams is trying to do, put some level of discipline within the party.
It should override any decision
at the state level. If the national chairman takes a decision, whoever is down there should be able to tell the line.
All right, there's cheapening of lives under Buhari's government. Wole Soyinka is saying that it's part of what we revealed, or what we talked about earlier on.
Yes. We've been having, the killing so far has been so terrible. It's been so terrible, and we've been saying it time and time again.
Similar there's no value.
It's just there's no value to life. Anybody could just. We are not even talking other ones. People being killed by armed robbers, assassinated, those being assassinated, and this. We're even focusing on those being killed by the herdsmen and the rest of them. And we'll continue saying that what we've had in the past 3 years or thereabout supersede whatever Boko Haram did. And they were getting all the headlines. We've had more people killed by these headsmen.
And the seeming lack of action.
And the seeming lack of action, proactivity, and the government and security agencies. So.
All right, let's just run through this so we can round off from this paper. Death penalty unacceptable, Catholic Church declares. All right, and on gridlock, Apapa corridor of Lagos-Ibadan rail project begins next week.
Good news.
And Imo Madumere, ex-deputy governor security personnel withdrawn. Okay, that's that
seems to be where we'll end it because.
Maybe less because of time. All right, we'll round off that for now. Kehinde-Nwandu, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.